Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a wonderful and great week. It is Friday. How exciting, right? So I have great news. I'm officially an ER nurse and I have been very overwhelmed over these past days. It's a lot to be a brand new nurse and go into the field and practice, take your first assignment as a nurse. So it's definitely very intimidating, but I'm very excited and I've done it in the past. Obviously not as a nurse, but close enough. When I served back at home, with the ER, it was very fast paced. It was very skills like. Now comes in the nurse role and let's apply a lot of the critical thinking. There's just more, So very excited. Now let me tell you a little bit about how my interviews went. It was very overwhelming. Like I said, there was a lot of places that were calling me and, there was pediatrics, there was geriatrics. I also shadowed at a psych facility and a juvenile center. And let me tell you, that was a crazy day for me, experiencing what the juvenile center is. Basically, I'm not sure if you guys watch Beyond Scared Straight, but that's exactly what it was like. So I shadowed there, I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to see, hey, maybe I can make a difference in this place, or just would enjoy the field. That was definitely no, a big no. It was just not for me. You have to be a different type of nurse to be in that setting. I'm a very compassionate and caring person. Very big smile on my face all the time. Obviously with the mask, it's a little complicated to show those, your facials and all that, but it was not a place for me. I moved on. I think it was a few days later, I went on this website and started applying to all these multiple jobs, from home health to hospital settings to clinical settings. And I did receive a few callbacks from those places. But they wouldn't, I had my interview, but they wouldn't accept, they wouldn't say a yes or no. They would delay your answer. They would delay any feedback, send them emails as well. And it was kind of like, wait. So I got interviewed for 3 home health pediatric agencies, and, the pay was great. I did have like a whole day to just think about it. And let me tell you, that was the worst day of my life. I was so miserable. I didn't know what to do. So I did call a few people to kind of like help me out, a few of my mentors from back home, a few of my big nurses up there who've had the experience, obviously, and just to get guidance, with it being said, like being a brand new nurse and, your first job, you definitely want it to be a place where you're going to be comfortable, where you're going to say, oh my God, today I have to go work, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to enjoy it. And that was me. I felt like working with pediatrics, working with psych, working with juveniles, like in a juvenile center, that was just not for me. My heart felt it like, no, I'm not going to be happy in this place. So I prayed about it. I'm a big person in prayer and faith. You guys already know. And the next day they called me up for an interview. I was all like, oh my God, okay, an interview. So I got up, the day of the interview, got ready, meditated, bedazzled up, the whole works. And I went to the interview. I did not know I was going to be in a room with 2 doctors, a clinical manager, and like 2 other big people. I was so intimidated. I'm being honest with you. I was very scared. And I was like, what are they going to ask me, Lord Jesus? All they could see of my facial expressions was my eyebrow, and my eyes were just like, oh. So they were extremely nice to me. They all had my resume up on the table, and thank the Lord for my school. They helped me build a great, amazing resume. So they went over a few things, asked me a few questions, like, why would you hire me? Why would you want us to hire you? And I'm like, because I'm the best. I'm the best, I'm kidding. They went over my resumes, asked me a few questions. They were like, if we call your boss from back home, what will she say? I'm like, she's going to say, don't hire me, because she wants me back. But they were amazing, these people. And one of them was like, we never hire people on the spot. And I was just looking like, what does he mean by that? Oh my goodness, I'm like gonna pass out. I'm hyperventilating through my mask. Lord Jesus. And he's like, he gave the paper to this other person. I forgot who she was, honestly. And she was like, okay, we're gonna run through HR and we'll just wait for you. And I was still like so lost because I was still thinking like, okay, you know, the interview was so short. And I'm like, okay, ask me questions, you know, I'm ready to answer. And she was like, okay, we're gonna run through HR, wait for a call, and we'll just wait for your answer. And I'm like, okay, so is that it? And, you know, the doctors left, the physicians, it was a PA and a doctor. And so I was like, okay, great. So I leave and I'm like, I come back home and I'm waiting for the call, you know, super nervous, trying to distract myself and like still getting all these like calls and interviews that same day. I got like 5 agencies that were like calling me, hey, you have an interview tomorrow, come if you have time. And I'm like, shoot. So I get a call from HR around 3 o'clock and oh my God, I'm just reading right now. Another interview just popped up on my notification. Anyways, so I wait and HR calls me, you know, explains to me everything, hourly wages and benefits and all the good show. And well, I said yes. I prayed about it like I said, and I always think like if it's for you, God's gonna put it your way. And he did, and I'm really excited to start this new project. To start this new assignment, meet people, you know, nurses, doctors, etc., and just grow as a nurse. I feel like it's a great way to start, as you know, my field was before, like the ER, and now ER nurse. You know, it's a ER tech to ER nurse. You know, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of like what I did back home, except you know we're adding like the triaging, the taking patients, you know, one-to-one. So I'm definitely really excited for this ride, for this new project, and you know, just waiting to see everyone else around me succeed, just like me, and praying for everyone else out there searching for jobs. It's not easy, guys, to apply to your first job as a nurse, as a brand new nurse. It is not easy. So many things run through your mind, especially because I'm such a passionate person when it comes to nursing and helping others and really knowing like, am I gonna make a difference in this place or not? And I wanted to share this with you guys. So definitely apply everywhere, but obviously make sure you have in mind where you want to work, where you're gonna feel comfortable, where you're not gonna wake up in the morning and say, oh, I don't wanna go to work, because trust me, you don't want that. And just be very confident if you have to call other people to get advice. Nurses, you know, those are the people that are going to understand you because they've already gone through the process. So I highly suggest that. And just like I said, use all your resources in terms of applying, your references. Make sure you build a good resume. If you have experience, if you don't, we'll still try to make it look very professional. The day of the interview, just make sure you're very calm. And go with your confidence up here, because I'm pretty sure that's what they noticed in me, because I was like, okay, throw this question at me, I'm gonna answer, you know? And the guy did say, your personality, we don't have that here. And I'm like, okay, well, sorry, I hope you don't regret it. I'm kidding. Doing the catwalk in the ER halls like I did back home. But no, very, very excited. Like I said, you guys, thank you for following all the time. Like I said, I love to share my life with you guys as motivation and inspiration for everyone out there, not just nursing students or nurses, everyone out there who watches my videos and my content. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will have another video soon. I will try to film like a vlog kind of thing, including my job. I know it's gonna be a little restricted, but you know, we can't really film inside, or whatever I can get, I'll fix something up for you guys. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.